Hey guys, good afternoon. I have a report here from a story that broke that has over 100 sources involved and has to do with yesterday's prayer and really came down to the church getting itself involved in politics. And it actually came out that Trump is now demanding apology from the bishop who generated the prayer. And based on him asking Trump to have mercy on LGBTQ plus people and migrants. So on Wednesday, demanding an apology from the Episcopal Bishop of Washington after she made direct appeal to him during a prayer service marking his inauguration to have mercy on LGBTQ community and on migrant workers who are in the United States illegally, referencing Trump's belief that he was saved by God from assassination. And right, no, Marianne Budd said, "You have felt the provincial hand of the loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now." My God, I didn't realize this. I wasn't listening hard enough, I guess. Um, After he returned to the White House, Trump said he didn't think the service was so good. And then after reviewing, later found and also posted on his social media site, sharply criticizing the so-called bishop as a radical left, hardline Trump hater. Can you believe this? She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart, said Trump, adding that Budd didn't mention that some migrants have come to the United States and killed people. Apart from her inappropriate statements, the service was a very boring and uninspiring one. She is not very good at her job, Trump said. She and her church owe the public an apology. He is demanding an apology from her to the people. A cathedral spokesperson did not immediately respond. The Trump administration has already issued an executive order rolling back transgender rights and toughening immigration policy. The Washington National Cathedral service was largely focused on national unity. Trump and Vice President Vance and their families attended. I actually posted a little bit of them in the service yesterday. And in her sermon, Budd said they gathered to prayer for unity as a people and a nation, not for agreement, political or otherwise, but for the kind of unity that fosters community across the divisions. She added, unity is not partisan. More than a dozen religious leaders spoke during the interfaith service, including those of Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, and Hindu traditions. Notably absent of invited clergy or speaker roles were conservative evangelists, um, you know, which are Trump's strongest supporters. Nonetheless, um, in attendance were a group of people just trying to get through this story. Washington National Cathedral was hosted 10 official inaugural prayer services from presidents both major political parties. The tradition dates back to 1933. So this was something that was going on for all these years since 1933. We had a unique moment in our country's history. Let's see, the texts and songs revolved around themes of compassion and tender, including regarding sermons at inaugural service often have been given by ministers aligned with the incoming administration. Makes sense. Budde, who gave this year's sermon, has joined other leaders in criticizing Trump's previous, rebuking his radicalized rhetoric, and blaming him for inciting violence on January 6th. So here, this person who's doing the prayer, Budde, is a Trump hater. They didn't realize it. With a mob of his supporters attacking the U.S. Capitol, Budde was outraged in 2020 after Trump staged an appearance at the St. John's Episcopal Church. Her sermon directed at Trump on Tuesday provoked a likely reaction on social media, and so this was all set up, staged. Um, Jeffers, in contrast, posted on X, Budde insulted rather than encouraged our great president. There was palatable disgust in the audience with her words. Music made for Trump. The one part of Tuesday's service that seemed tailor-made for Trump was the inclusion of opera singer before the service. Talked about that. As the prayer service neared its end, Trump joined others in singing "America the Beautiful." Trump also thanked many of the clergy members who participated in the process, except whom he did not acknowledge. Okay, this was through an Associated Press release. All right, guys, so that's what we have. We have headlines: Trump demands apology after Bishop asked him to have mercy on LGBTQ plus and migrants. He's demanding apology. That's all, folks. Wanted to let you know.